Should we honor the life of Jimmy Swaggart now that he has gone on to be with the Lord? Or should we just let his memory fade and within time not honor him at all because of the wrongs that he did do while he was alive? I want to share something. Before you start hearing all these people criticizing someone else, especially taking cheap shots when someone has already died, be careful. Those people are not edifying your life and they don't have a ministry. They just want clickbaits and views. Avoid them. They're not bringing any edification to your life. They're actually putting doubt in your life, because if Jimmy Swaggart is not good enough, neither are you, unless you're that person making that video. They always stand on a judgmental seat that no one's ever good enough unless they're from their camp or their branch or their religious organization. But Jimmy Swaggart did do a lot of wrong. But I want to encourage you to read the whole Word of God as you see people like Jacob. And I'm not trying to excuse sin, but Jacob was chosen by God, but yet he had a hard time getting what was legitimate his from his father, the blessing. And therefore he tricked his father and he ran. But in running away from God's calling over his life, God spoke to him in a dream. And in that dream, he gave them the ladder, which we call Jacob's ladder. And the angels came up and down. And it was in reference to the word Bethel, which means house of God. Meaning Jacob belonged in the house of God. And he was to be the patriarch of the nation of Israel. We also have in Hebrews a long list of people, heroes of the faith it calls them. And in them was Samson, in them was David, who both committed adultery, polygamy. And again, I'm not endorsing sin, but what I am saying is that God will use people who have made major mistakes if we don't give up. Jimmy Swaggart was one of those. I'm not in agreement with everything that he's done in the past, but he did ask for forgiveness. And we have to remember that if we truly are genuine and are repentant to the Lord, who are we to tell our brother, you're not good enough? Till the end, he served God, and God backed him up, as millions around the world gave their life to the Lord because of Jimmy Swaggart. I remember as a kid putting my little action figures there as an altar call when he was preaching, and then I was a catcher when they would pray and pretend that I was catching them in the altar call. He made an impact in my life, even though I don't agree with his whole teachings, and he didn't agree with mine or my persuasion of teachings. But we're brothers in the Lord. Don't give up. God has a plan for your life, even if you've messed up.